Down smoothly. Take a little bit from the previous section. Turn it so you can see the angle. 45. That's good. And make sure I get in there so I don't cut past that second knuckle. So if I see I'm gonna cut past the second knuckle, as you can see, I just stop and I start another section. Don't try to feel like guide. Set it 90. Don't try to overdo it. If something falls out, that's fine. That means you don't have to cut it. But hair, that means that hair is too short to cut. So there's nothing to cut there. I know I have another layer, however. So you can see the wedge, very nice, right? I'm gonna come around to the side. And this is my left side here. Just wet the hair a little bit. I'm gonna take an inch parting. And remember, this hair is gonna connect with the hair in the nape. Okay? Which is the part with the bob. You don't want a lot of tension on this hair. And the reason being because it's gonna pop up because of the ear. And we're gonna cut. So when it dries, you don't have to worry about it. No elevation. 0 degrees. I really don't have very much to cut there. So you gotta keep control. But it didn't fall, so that's good. I don't have to get another one or sanitize. Some people would just leave the comb on the floor and get another comb and get it up later. Because if you touch it, you pretty much have to sanitize. So I'm gonna take that hair. I'm gonna leave it down for right now. And then I'm gonna go do the same thing for the other side, okay? Mix the hair a little bit. 1 inch parting to start. Have a duck foot that's still here. There we go. And again, if it's a person, make sure their face isn't drenched with the water. So we want to find that hair in the nape. Not worried about the layers right now. The hair in the nape. No tension. The hair in the nape is down here. So you can see. I'm gonna cut with no tension. Remember, because we gotta have that hair gotta have that extra hair for the ear. Okay? I know it's not very much hair to cut. Remember, I was saying certain sections. If you don't have to take 500 sections, please don't. The client is waiting. If your hair is thin, you know you can take a bigger section. So it wasn't very much to cut, right? So if you look, now we have our bob, but we're gonna double check. So it looks like this side's a little shorter. Our right side's shorter. I think we got it too short over here. So we're just gonna have to gauge and work our way with that. Because it actually should have been a little bit longer. Okay? But it's just a little bit. So let's double check this side. See what happens. Let me get that hair in the back, not the layers. Just a little bit longer over here. You can see it. See how I went and saw it? Again, I did not move on to another section. I took my time and waited. I'm cleaning it up. There it is. So basically I must have angled my fingers too much. Let this hair back down. And that hair is not wet. get a different look. And I still seem a little longer here. Is my mannequin leaving, you guys? Okay, there we go. Again, just double checking everything. Sometimes you just have to take a step back. I'm just cleaning it up, you guys, so you may not be able to see this in the camera. So I think we got it now. What do you think? Looks pretty even, huh? Looks good. This was that same side again because it's kind of hard trying to cut backwards. Didn't think it was that hard, but it can be. So just like I said, I'm just cleaning it up a little bit. You may not be able to see this on the camera. So now that we're done with that part, I got to let the mannequin down just a little bit because of my height. Because we don't want to lose those tips. Just so you know, I do have a small station kind of set up off camera that you can't see. So I'm not sitting down my clips just anywhere. It's going on a clean towel surface. So this is where we're going to change the entire way we do it in the book. So we're going to take a fringe section in the front. We are going to have the circular parting, and we're going to connect to these points that we created for our sides. Okay, this is where it's going to change. So pay very close attention. You would decide with this with the client, and she has a cowlick. You see how that hair is popping back up? We're going to use the middle of her chin as a guideline. So that'll pop up to probably about her bottom lip though, okay? So I'm going to go to the chin, which is about here. I got my second finger on there, and then I will cut. You don't have to over direct anything in this area because when you do the fringe, it already leans, so you can just go straight across. Then you're gonna complete that whole area. Straight across. Okay. And then we're gonna come and connect the sides, okay? I'm not gonna over direct. I'm gonna do this backwards so you can see into the camera. I know my fringe is here. I'm gonna take it down. And you see my end? I'm gonna take that very point off. It's a very thin point. I'm gonna comb it down. And I'm gonna take that point off. It's a point. That's it. So when we finish that area, we're gonna take this hair. I'm gonna put a piece to the right and clamp it out the way. And I'm going to put a piece to the left, leaving the section in the middle like a mohawk. And that's going to serve as our guide for the top. Okay. So I'm going to take this, I can take this whole section and pull it up at 90 degrees. I hope you can see the top of my hands. Okay. So all of this section, I'm not going to cut all of it because you know why? I know it'll go past the second knuckle, right? So I'm just going to cut the little bit that's at the second knuckle. I'm going to take and lay it down in the front and get control of the 90 degrees here, which is just a little bit. But the main thing here is to go back a little bit into your crown with the same section. Okay? And that's going to connect that, okay? So see, it's actually already at 90 degrees. It's very little hair. Then you gotta make sure it blends to the front. See how I'm taking it out of that middle section. But the key to this, you guys, is remember 90 degrees. This is over directing. You see how the hair is leaning back? See how it's leaning back? 90 degrees. Will come straight out. I'm gonna turn this to the side. So see where that comb is? That comb's not here. It's here. There's a point here and a point there. And what I want you to do, anything above those points, just cut it off. And it actually looks like a triangle in person. And we'll talk about that in class on Tuesday. So part the hair over. We're going to get this middle part going. See how I parted it back down the center? It's now taking one gap there. Now we're going to remove these clips. And we're going to blend these sides to the front so you can actually comb it all down now. And we're going to start in the back. I'm going to take from the crown and the apex area. And what I want you to do here is put those sections back in there that we had when we first started. Okay, you see how I'm doing that? And put her hair behind her ears. So we're going to go ahead and clip it for the sake of sectioning. Eventually you won't have to do that. So let's do that to the other side as well. Get that section we had prior. Because you want to make sure to not cut into, don't do that, that tangles up the hair. You want to make sure that you don't cut into your bob line. This is to assure you not to do that. Eventually you won't have to do all the partings. You can take this whole section and do what I'm getting ready to do. Part it here, horizontal, holding the hair straight up at 90 degrees from which it grows. Actually, this mannequin has layers in it already, so it's going to be very little bit of hair. You're going to take a piece of the previous section that's been cut and add it to the new section, and I'm going to move quickly for the sake of getting done and cut this off. 90 degrees. By the time you get to the front, to that fringe, you shouldn't have very much hair to cut off. It should even up. I'm going to just take this whole section just because I know I can control it. If you can, please go ahead. If you can't, please don't cut that hair off. I see my guys. I'm going to get down here to make sure I connect. There we go. So we're going to do the same thing to the other side. But I'm going to move because I need to be in the back. Move to the other side. Pulling that hair straight up, guys. Not that much here because it's already at 90 degrees. And I'm going to move a little quicker. Just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Making sure to not cut past that second knuckle. There we go. Let's kind of check this. We cut horizontal, so we're going to check it vertical. Remember, it was at 90 degrees, so I got to pull that hair vertically 90 degrees. So watch, let's part it off and vertically. And remember, we check opposite. Look at there. Perfect. Just a smidge. So now we'll take these clips off. And we're going to comb the hair down to just look at it. And what we're going to do is we're going to put that middle part back. We want that middle part. So we can see what we have going on. Combing that hair down and over. And we're going to do what is called pie shape partings in the top of the hair. And that's going to take those points. Remember, we have the apex, and then they say you have those diagonal lines with those reference points. You can go back in the book and look at that because you want to take the points off. I'm going to start in my crown from the apex, and I'm going to just do a pie shape. See how that's a pie shape? But I'm not going to really section that hair. I just wanted you to see that for camera. And this will complete our haircut. If you see, it's going to be a point. There it is. Cut it off. We're going to move around to the other side. Pie shape. You would do this in your 90-degree haircut, your uniform layered haircut, as some people say. It's just that point. See how I'm going all the way around the head. Very little. So remember, we started back here, so I'm going to come here. Again, some of you may not get this until we do it in class, and that's okay, but please watch the video so that you can have some questions for me on Tuesday. I'm going to lay my shear down. If you notice, I haven't done that since we've been in the entire haircut. And this is the mannequin with no blow dryer or anything of that nature. And I'll bring her to class air formed out. I hope you guys enjoyed the haircut, and we will go through it again. And that's it.